Hey parents, thank you so much for joining us on UpStreet today. We have an awesome day planned for you and your family. My name is Annie Tucker, and I get to be the children's director here at Anthem. And I want to let you guys know about some awesome resources we have available for you and your family. They're available on the Anthem Gainesville app, as well as the UpStreet Families Facebook group. And they're called the Parent Guides. And it's an awesome resource that's going to help you guys continue the conversation today after today's lesson. There's also some great activities for you guys to do together as a family. Now enjoy UpStreet. Well, hey, UpStreet, what's hanging? I am so glad that you guys decided to join me on UpStreet today. Guys, my name is Annie, and I have an awesome morning planned for you. We're gonna play a game, as usual. Then we're gonna do some awesome worship with a song called Through It All. And then we have the So-and-So show coming at you with my good friends, Brandon and John. But before we get started, it's a new month. It's April, can you believe it? And we have a new life app for you. It is called humility. Humility is kind of a big word. It's kind of like the word humble, actually. So let's go ahead and read the life app together. Humility, putting others first by giving up what you think you deserve. I think we need to read that just one more time, a little slower all together. Humility, putting others first by giving up what you think you deserve. Okay, speaking of thinking what you deserve, I have a great game for you guys today. It's called the Bottle Flip Challenge, and I decided to bring my good friend from the Boring Adult Church over here. His name's Jason, so let's give him a warm welcome.
Hey.
Awesome. What's up,
Thanks
Jason?
for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome.
So excited to be here.
Okay.
Hi to all my parent friends, grown-ups. Shout out to my kids.
Air 5.
Air 5.
Boom.
Air 5.
Awesome. Okay, so Jason.
What are we doing?
I've got this game.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of bottle flip?
I have.
You
yeah.
have?
I don't know if I'm good at it. or
Okay,
not.
okay. Well, we're going to find out today. So we have
Wow,
this
lots of
awesome
bottles.
bottle flip challenge today. We have different sizes of bottle flips.
Okay.
Because we can't just do things the simple way, right?
No.
I mean, we got to make
Wow.
them.
That's a
We got
lot
to
of
make it
bottles.
competitive. Okay.
Okay.
So here, we each have
Okay.
our own size bottle,
Okay.
and the point is you have
Wow.
to flip the smallest bottle
Okay.
all the way up to the largest bottle.
I'll try
And
my best. Try my best.
I'm sure you'll try.
Okay.
You'll try.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
So whoever gets to the end first, most likely
Okay.
me, you know.
Okay.
You
Wow.
probably don't have a lot of experience with this.
Wow. Okay.
So
Really coming at me.
they're
here.
gonna win. I mean, are you ready?
I
You need to do
think
some
I'm ready.
stretching first, maybe.
I think I'm good to go.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna start here on the
Oh.
count of 3.
We're going right now.
We're going right now. You
Okay.
sure you don't need to stretch?
I should be okay.
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 3, 2, 1. Flip it. Oh, come on, bottle. Come on. What is happening? You must have done something to these bottles. What in the world? Oh, there, I got it.
Got it.
Okay,
Wow.
we're not done.
Wow.
That
Okay.
you must have done something
Okay, you
like
getting
to
rid of these?
practice. Did you know the game before? Is that
I didn't.
Okay.
Annie, I didn't.
Don't worry.
Didn't know the game.
Don't worry. There's still more.
Oh,
This
there's
is
more?
the bonus round. You
Okay.
ready?
I think so.
Yeah. And you're going down
Oh
this time.
my goodness.
We have
Wow.
the big bottle.
Wow.
I'll let you go first.
Oh.
Since
So
you
we're
won
just
the first
flipping
time,
this huge bottle.
You got to flip that over just like you did the little ones. Let's see if you can do
Okay.
that.
That's a big bottle.
Good try.
Let's see what you got. Oh.
So close. Come on.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's try. Try. Again.
Got it. Ooh.
I mean,
You okay?
Fine. I don't know. I was really expecting that I would be the winner.
Okay. Maybe you should, this verse we should look at together, maybe this would be good for you. Let me just put it up.
Just read it.
See. I'll just read it for you. Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you are proud. Instead, be humble, value others more than yourself. Did that? Okay, maybe guys at home, can you read it with us? Annie, let's read it together, okay? All together? You too?
Fine,
You too?
fine.
All together? Okay, let's read it.
Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you're proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves.
Did that sink in a little bit, or
I guess a little bit.
little?
I mean,
Okay.
thanks for playing with me, Jason. You obviously, are just a really good bottle flipper. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, bringing an amateur in, but I failed. Well, kids, here, I'll tell you what. I think that you're definitely better than Jason here at home. I would love
Easy.
to see your bottle flipping skills. So go ahead, have Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad can help you fill up some bottles.
Yep, fill up
Let's
some
see what you
bottles,
got.
get them on the
See what you
table, and go ahead and videotape it and post it on the UpStreet Families Facebook group. Because I would love
I'll
to
hop
see
on there
you
and check. Let's see what
be
they got.
better than Jason.
Be better than Jason.
Yes. Okay, guys. So
Hashtag.
it's exactly be better than Jason.
Yeah.
That's a good hashtag.
Perfect.
Okay, so we have worship coming at you, and Jason and I are going to go ahead and
Yes.
worship with you too, guys. We have
be
this
awesome.
awesome song called "Through It All." We'll see you in just a little bit.
See ya.
Hi, everybody. We are so happy that you are joining us this morning on UpStreet. My name is Alicia, and this is my friend Annie.
Hey guys, I am so happy to see you all. I'm so excited to sing and dance with you in your living rooms. We have an awesome song for you this morning. It's called "Through It All," and Alicia and I are going to teach you one of the moves for the verses of the song. It's really simple. It's just an arm swing and a step. So you just do arm swing step, arm swing step, arm swing step, arm swing step. See, it's that simple. I'm so excited. Let's hit it with "Through It All." Okay, guys, get ready to swing those arms.
The way you move
Good.
and everything you do, the way you touch my heart again, I'm in love with you.
Okay, get ready to lift those arms.
This is why I praise you, I praise you,
Lift them up again.
lift you high. Yeah, I praise you, sing through it all.
Okay, we're gonna step back. Good. And then pump those fists.
Keep on singing to you.
Good. And step forward.
Through it all, I will keep believing in you.
Whatever happens.
There is one thing that I know, you are with me. Everywhere that I may go, I will trust you. And I'll praise you through it all. Yeah, I'll praise you through it all. Yeah, I'll praise you through it all. Come on!
Good. You guys are doing great. Okay, we're gonna go back to those arm swings and steps in just a minute.
As I lift my eyes, your light is shining bright, and I choose to sing again, for you give me life.
Okay, lift those hands up.
This is why I praise you. Yeah, I praise you. I lift you high. Oh, and I praise you. Yeah, I praise you.
Okay, we're gonna point and step back. And pump those fists really hard.
I will keep on singing to you in every season. Through it all, I will keep believing in you. Whatever happens, there is one thing that I know, you are with me. Everywhere that I may go, I will trust you, and I'll praise you through
watch us.
Even on the darkest day, nothing will stop my praise. Nothing will stop my praise.
Good. We can do it again. 1,
Whatever may come
2,
my way,
3.
I'll lift up
4.
your name. I'll lift up your name.
Good.
Even on the darkest day, nothing will stop my praise. No, nothing will stop my praise. Whatever may come my way, I'll lift up your name. Yeah, I'll lift up your name. Come on, let's lift him up tonight.
Okay, clap those hands, guys. Above your heads. Good. Okay, whatever happens.
Whatever happens, there is one thing that I know. You are with me everywhere that I may go. So I will trust you and I'll praise you through it all. Yeah, I'll praise you through it all. Yeah, I'll praise you through it all.
Woo! Wow, that was amazing, everybody. Thank you again for joining us. We will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Yep. Hello, so-and-so friends.
Hey to you and all of our viewers.
From near
and far.
welcome to the So-and-So Show.
I'm John.
And I'm Brandon.
And we have got a show for you today.
that we do. Why don't you tell them about it, John?
Oh, no, my friend, after you.
I insist.
No,
After you.
no, I insist after you. It's time to play a game we call After You.
And now for everyone's favorite game show, After You.
This is a game that requires humility, where you want to put the other person first. So, after you.
What am I supposed to do?
We're going to balance a cup of water on a book, on our heads.
Okay.
Water balancing.
After you, yes.
Holding your breath in a bucket of water.
After you.
Standing on a box while being hit with a palm frond.
After you. After you. After you. After you.
Nope.
Whoa, whoa.
Keeping a grape in your mouth.
What does it have to do with humility?
What?
I said, what does this have to... Oh.
After you.
Thanks for playing After You.
What a great game.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm so much more humble than you. I put you first every time.
You did not put me first.
Sure I did.
No, you did not.
Sure I did. You were the first to drop the water, the first to choke on a grape. I put you first in the game, which makes me first in putting you first. Wait a minute. Maybe I should have put you first by telling you to put me first. But if you put me first, because I let you put me first, I'd still be first at putting you first, which means, oh! It was you who were putting me first all along. Well played, Brandon. Well played.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
What's up, guys?
Not too much, Kellen. Just being soups humble.
Oh, yeah? Well, then I've got a story for you.
After you, Kellen.
No. I'm humble.
Thank you. Our story picks up just after Jesus shared what he knew would be his last supper with his disciples. His heart was very heavy, so Jesus led his disciples outside to a place called Gethsemane, a kind of garden with olive trees. And Jesus asked Peter, John, and James to keep watch so he could pray. The disciples sat and waited, tired after a full meal, while Jesus went off by himself to pray to God. It was not a happy prayer. Something very bad was going to happen to Jesus that night, and he knew it. He was so sad, so anxious, and he prayed to his Father in heaven with all his might.
My Father, if it is possible, take this cup of suffering away from me. But let what you want be done, not what I want.
He prayed this way for what felt like an hour. But when he returned to his friends, he found them sound asleep.
Couldn't you keep watch with me for 1 hour? Watch and pray. Then you won't fall into sin when you are tempted. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak.
3 times, Jesus asked his disciples to stay awake while he prayed. And each time, his friends fell asleep. And then it happened.
Are you still sleeping? Look, the hour has come. The Son of Man is about to be handed over to sinners. Get up. Let us go. Here comes the one who is handing me over to them.
The disciples watched horrified as Judas, one of their friends, came up to Jesus, followed by a large crowd armed with clubs and swords.
Greetings, Rabbi.
Friend, do what you came to do.
Judas went to Jesus at once and kissed him. This was Judas' signal to the armed men that Jesus was the one they should arrest. When they saw the signal, they grabbed Jesus. That's when Peter leapt into action. Peter took out a sword and lifted it. He swung the sword at the servant of the high priest and cut off his right ear.
Yeah. Go, Peter.
Woo! Yes! And then Jesus' disciples fought off the armed men and brought Jesus safely back home. Thanks for the story, Kellen.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not exactly what happened.
Oh, don't ruin this happy ending for me, Kellen.
So Peter cut off the servant's ear. But then, before things got completely out of hand, Jesus spoke out to the angry crowd.
Put your sword back in its place. All who use the sword will die by the sword. Do you think I can't ask my Father for help? He would send an army of angels right away. But then, how would the scriptures come true? They say it must happen in this way.
Then Jesus touched the man's ear and healed him. But Jesus' disciples, his friends, ran, leaving Jesus alone. He was arrested and taken away. To be continued.
That's not happy at all.
I know, but that's what happened. In fact, things got even worse after that.
Worse?
I don't get why Jesus was arrested in the first place. He didn't do anything wrong.
True.
And if he could have called an army of angels to save the day, why didn't he do that?
Well, it's like what Jesus said when he was praying. He told God, "Let what you want be done, not what I want." Sure, he didn't deserve to be arrested. And sure, he could have easily done something miraculous to save himself. But Jesus knew that God had a bigger plan, so he put God first. And really, by putting God first, he was putting us first, because we were the reason God sent Jesus in the first place.
Oh, so it is a happy ending?
You'll have to wait until next time to find out.
Ah, rats.
Or, you could ask somebody how it ends, or read it in the Bible. It's a very famous story.
Great idea, Kellen. Thank you for the story.
Yeah, thanks.
No problemo. I'll see you guys later.
Later. Okay, so now we know where to turn to find out how to put others first.
Yeah, the After You game.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, right. Jesus.
Jesus put his friends first, even though they fell asleep when they should have been keeping watch.
His enemies, too. He actually healed one of the guys who came to arrest
He
him.
put everyone first, which brings me to a question.
Oh, reveal the question.
How do you put others first?
By letting them order before me at a restaurant.
Oh, yeah, or by watching what someone else wants to watch on TV.
Oh. See, that's why you sat through 14 hours of baking shows with me last week.
Yeah, and I still don't know what fondant is.
You know what? You win, friend. You win, my friend. You are definitely the most humble person
Not
alive.
a competition.
Well, you're number one.
No.
You're number one. You're number one. No, you're putting me first, so I'm number one. No, you're number two. You're number two.
Talk about it together.
You're number two.
How do you put others first? And we'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show. Can we go now?
Oh, after you.
Okay.
See? Now I'm number two. I'm number two. I'm number two. Wait. Ancient Romans used to use grapes as earplugs.
I can't hear you. I've got a grape in my ear.
I have a grape in my ear. I can't hear you. Do you know what they used to use grapes for as well? Like so. When they swim. Oh, you knocked one of my. I can hear. I can hear.
Well, Jason, that was a really great story, I think, for me to hear. I feel a little embarrassed now, actually, kind of about the way I acted during
With
that
the bottles.
game. With the bottles, yes. And I think that the story about Jesus and how he was the perfect example of humility is really what hit home with me. I mean, humility, now that I think about it, really is like taking that selfish feeling that you feel inside and just completely flipping it upside down.
Yeah,
Kinda
it
like
reminds
the
me of a
bottles.
story at my house in my own life. I have two little girls. Hi, girls. Who sometimes they want to take over the TV. And I mean, some of their shows are okay, but I don't really like watching like Descendants and all those. You guys watch those shows? Like some of those. So sometimes I have to decide to give up the remote so my girls can have the remote and watch what they want to watch.
That's a really good example of being humble, Jason. That reminds me actually of our bottom line today, which I want to go ahead and look at. And our bottom line is to put others first, just like Jesus did in the story. He put us first before he put himself first, which is kind of the normal human reaction, is to want to put yourself first. But guys, I really want you to talk about the question that they mentioned at the end of that show, Together as a Family. And that question is, how do you put others first? So just like Jason said, he puts his daughters first by letting them watch their show. I think that's a perfect example. But thank you so much for hanging out.
So glad to be
on
here.
UpStreet today,
It's
Jason.
been fun.
It has been fun.
We'll have to do it again sometime.
I feel like I need to brush up on my
You
bottle
should
flipping
practice
skills,
that.
but
We'll have a rematch at some point.
a rematch would be great.
Yep.
But guys, I can't wait to see your bottle flipping at home. Don't forget to post a video of you doing your bottle flipping with your parents' help. We'll see you guys next
See you
time
guys.
for Easter next week on UpStreet.
See ya.
You got this, Jason.
Oh.